welcome back to a new video. So after yesterday's new nail sugar releases, I had to decide which decals to use, and I actually got my son to help me decide, and he chose these ones, which I was really pleased with because it was either these ones or the little ducklings for me. So we're going to start off with Drizzle and Squeak decals from Nail Sugar. If you didn't check out the new goodies, do have a look at yesterday's video. They're just lovely. I love them. You can get 10% off using my code NATMUG10. So when you decide which size decal you want, you need to cut out like most of the excess from around the decal. I'm placing it on the back of a stamper. I'm going to moisten the back with water. Moisten. And then after a few seconds, it will just peel away. Now, because I have got some white gel polish on my tip, I don't need to fill in the back of the decal, because when I stamp it on, I stamped it on wonky. Oh, when I stamp it on, look, because it's white, the background, it just shows up really nicely. Now, I was going to see if I could take it off because look, it's wonky, but I managed to move it with my finger, and then I tried to do it again and the decal split. Oh, and I was so annoyed. So I tried to close the gap, which I think I'd done just about, but you know, the decals are very fine, so don't do that. Do as I say, not as I do. I'm then going to go over with the Velvet Matte Top Coat from Madam Glam. You can get 30% off Madam Glam using my code NATMUG30. I need to cough. And then I've got the application brush, which is like a gel brush. And this is the Rainbow Drops Mix from Nail Sugar. I've got some, this is base coat. I've just rubbed in some base coat over the nail. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to do a lot. You just want a very thin coat, enough to stick, enough so that when it cures, the glitter just stays in place. You don't want it moving around. So I'm going to take a scattering of the Rainbow Drops glitter and scatter it over the nail. So yeah, I kind of want a lot, but not too much. Like, look, there's a lot there, but there's still, you can still see the white underneath. I absolutely love this glitter so much. It just is, I love it. I'm going to go over with a thin layer of base coat just to smooth the nail out a little bit, because if you top coated it now, it would be a little bit rough. So I'm going to go over with some base coat, and then for some reason, I wiped off the tacky layer. You don't actually have to do that. I don't know why I do that. Anyway, I'm going to go over now with the Velvet Matte Top Coat. If you want to keep it shiny, you can. I like it matte, because I just do. I like it a lot. There we go. Shove it in the lamp. Look how, just look at it. I just can't. I love it. Oh, it's amazing. Anyway, right, the next nail. No, back to this nail. I'm using Madam Glam's silver gel paint. I know I'm using the silver one. I use the gold a lot, but I don't really use the silver one a lot, so I thought we'd do with the silver. Oh, burpy burp. I'm drinking my Cherry Pepsi Max. I have one in the morning, and I just don't know why, but when I do a voiceover, it's usually after I've taken a swig of Cherry Pepsi Max, which is a bad idea. Right, we're giving our little mouse a border. So there we go. That I will pop in the lamp for 60 seconds. Oh, I love him. He's so cute. Or it might be a she. I don't know. Whatever. We're going to go over now with some no wipe top coat just inside our silver border. So you don't want to go over the edge. It's just going to give it a little bit of height. We're going to make it slightly 3D. I was gonna make it look like a little pendant, but I didn't in the end. I just left it like that. Then for the next three nails, I've got I Lime You, I've got Viola, and I've got Euphoria, which is from one of the Easter egg box. If you don't have Euphoria, you could use Pure Cloud. I think they're similar-ish, but they're not too, they're slightly different, but they're similar enough that you know. So I'm going to do 2 coats on the green And yeah, I was kind of showing you that the colours match the glitter. 2 more, I'm going to pop this in the lamp for 30 seconds and then I'm going to do another coat on the green and the blue, but not on the lilac one because we're going to do a marble on this one. You don't really need 2 coats of the colour on the bottom because we're going to go over with this gel polish anyway. I'm adding some silver gel paint through my little colours that I've got on my palette. And then I'm going to go over the nail with some blooming gel. You can use, Madame Glam do a blooming gel, but I haven't got any. So I'm using a different brand, but they will do the same job. And then using the ombre brush, you don't have to run a dotting tool through your colours if you don't want to. Using the ombre brush, I'm just going to scoop up some of the colour and then I float it on. I don't like to brush it on because it doesn't, I don't know, I just like to float it. And then once I'm happy, I will leave that for, I don't know, a few seconds just to kind of start to bloom. And then I will take a wipe. If you use gloves, just dab your finger up against it. But because I'm not wearing gloves, I'm going to just press a wipe up against it and it's just going to pull off some of the excess gel polish, and it also just helps that marble to spread as well. I've done this in real time because I find this really satisfying. This is like, can you see that big lump of gel polish then just came off? And then this will reduce your risk of the gel polish wrinkling in the lamp. So this is where we're at so far. I am going to no wipe top coat the marble. I thought this one should be shiny, so I don't want to, you know, I do want to add shinies to the nails because you know I love matte and I know some of you like shiny. So I am going to do, I did do this green and the blue. I did go matte with, I did matte top coat those. And then I'm going to use just to tie the umbrella in from the decal. And this nail, I'm going to draw some little umbrellas. I'm only going to do 2. You could do 3 if you wanted. I just thought I'd do 2. So this is just going to kind of tie the design in a little bit, I think. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I do. But I don't because I'm rubbish with... Do you know what? My vocabulary in my English is terrible. I don't know what it is. I mean, I know it's not bad enough that you guys can't understand what I'm on about, but I wish I was able to speak better. But do you know what? It wouldn't be me if I could do that. So shut up, Nats. Okay. Right, the umbrellas are kind of like almost like crescent moons, but the middle bit you're going to do like little scallops. I think that's what they're called. Fill it in, and then you just do the little handle bits, which are aligned with a little squiggle, like a J, but this one's the J going the wrong way. This one's like an L. There we go. And then that'll do. That'll do. Right, I'm going to add some crystals. So this is the Springtime Sparkle Mix from Crystal Parade. You can get 5% off using my code NAT5. I absolutely love this mix. I'm using the Rachel Wilder's Crystal Fix there, which is also available from Crystal Parade or from Rachel Wilder's. But if you're buying crystals from Crystal Parade, you might as well buy the Crystal Fix while you're at it and save yourself 5%. I'm using some of the Rose Alabaster pointy backs to make a cluster. And then before I cure it, I'm going to stick a little caviar bead in the top. It wouldn't come off, but it did come off in the end. And then I'll give that a full cure. And then in this crystal mix as well, there are some smaller pointy back crystals. So I'm going to fill the little gaps between each of these crystals. I'm going to fill with gem glue, and then I'm going to take these smaller pointy backs and I'm going to push them into the gaps into the gem glue. And that's gonna, yeah, because sometimes I will fill them with caviar beads if the gaps are really big. However, I thought I'd just show you that you can use smaller pointy backs and you've got like a little triangular kind of cluster. I don't know, it's really sweet. I love it. I love playing with crystals. It's quite time consuming though, because you have to kind of concentrate. Yeah, And when anyway, I'm going to make this one into a kind of necklace shape. So I've got some gem glue going up the sides, and then I'm going to take, in this crystal mix, there's a lot of opaly, like there's lots of cabochons, and like lots of opals. So it's, what was I trying to say? I don't know what I was going to say then. Oh, it's gone. Anyway, in between, I do add some caviar beads as well. I've put that nice navet cabochon. Cabochon's a dog. Cabochon, it's going to be like a little dangly bit. And then across the top, I decided to add some AB crystals just to give it a little bit more sparkle, because it's quite an opaly mix, and the ABs just give it a little extra flash of, you know, sparkle. That's going to go in the lamp for a full 60-second cure. And this was actually for a different set, so the tip size is slightly bigger. I like to just wipe the crystals over with some isopropyl alcohol or some gel cleanser when I've done. It just helps shine them up if you've got any wax residue left on them. So that you can see it's slightly bigger. Ooh, but I thought it went perfectly with this design. So I am going to rearrange them, look, and I've popped that one in the middle, and it doesn't look too bad like that. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave me a like. Also, let me know if you're ready for spring nails, because I know I am. Yeah, if you do like this video, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. Websites and discount codes below. God bless. Love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.